Welcome to New York City Drivers Suck, Episode 1. I'm your host Maximum Tenacity, and this guy here is about to pull an illegal maneuver. Let's observe that the left lane says left turn only, the middle lane says forward or left, and the right lane says forward only. Also note that the traffic light is red. So what does this guy do? He turns left on a red from the only lane that doesn't allow turning. This next one I call the opposites man. Pay attention as he signals right, but then merges left right in front of my face. And then, check this out. He signals left, but merges right. Don't you just love it when you're driving behind someone and all of a sudden they slow down and come to a stop? Without signaling or anything, they just stop. And you wonder sometimes, do they even notice that there are other cars around them? Or do they just not care? And then we have this scenario. When someone is double parked, do we call that quadruple parked? This one I call litter bug. Let's find out why. Did you catch that? Let's see it again in slow motion. Pay attention to the passenger side door of this blue BMW. It swings open and a black bag is thrown out of the car. For this one, just watch the left side of the screen. This guy passes me on the left from a left turn only lane, enters the intersection on a red, enters opposite traffic momentarily, and then merges into my lane. Yielding to pedestrians is very important, and as a pedestrian, it is important to remain alert. So let's take a look again at what actually happened there. In front of the white Hyundai, a black Lincoln manages to make a right turn before the pedestrian gets too close. The Hyundai tries to follow suit, but winds up slamming on his brakes when he realizes that the pedestrian is not yielding to him. The pedestrian is a woman on her cell phone, startled by the car, and apparently slightly distracted by the phone conversation. So I'm entering the highway on this exit ramp. Let's fast forward just a bit. And pause. Take a look at the remaining width of the exit lane as it terminates and compare it to the width of a normal lane. Do you think that a car could squeeze by? Well, this white Charger sure did. Let's pause for another second, compare the lane widths again. At this point you could barely fit half a car there. Hey, at least he used his turn signal. Here we're gonna see a guy go into opposite traffic, but the way he does it is the interesting part. Check it out. So let's break it down a bit into detail. Here we see that he is squeezed into the same lane with this SUV, and one might argue that he simply wanted to get into that lane, but as we see here, he could have easily merged behind the SUV. There was plenty of space and opportunity to do so, but instead, he swerves left at the divider, clearly into opposite traffic, passes an open opportunity to get back in, and I actually saved his ass. I slowed down and I waited for him to get in. Because, check this out, just a few seconds later, pause, look at that, a police car rolls by. In other words, had I not let the guy in, he would have surely been seen by the cop and gotten pulled over. This one I call, and she just stops. Let's find out why. So I'm driving down this one-way street, and there's this Toyota in front of me. Rather slow, maybe she's just looking for parking. But let's see what happens as we get to the stop sign. I'll get a counter going. And no, I didn't pause the video. You can see cars and pedestrians going by. "20 seconds. That's pretty long for New York City, considering that you usually get honked at after like 2 seconds. There were no pedestrians or vehicles preventing her from making that right turn during those 20 seconds, by the way. Feel free to rewind and rewatch. We'll end off with some cool footage of lightning in the sky. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. And there will be more, so stay tuned.